Hello and welcome to Deft and Dorky. Let's play Dungeons and Dragons. Okay, so quick recap from last week. You guys got ambushed and Dunn nearly died. It came down to one last roll in which he rolled the bare minimum to live.
I live though.
He is alive. You went to after you slaughtered them in the Distone and found
I was like coming up with
some
character
pictures.
ideas as I was dying. I died.
You then moved
then I
on
didn't
to Archdale, where the Brotherhood is apparently a bunch of frat bros, and talked to the captain of the guard there, who asked you to just not cause trouble right now, basically. And that is...
We ain't listening to that, that's for sure.
That is kind of where we left off. So, what would you like to do?
I haven't really thought about it. I'm gonna take a nap.
Sweet.
It's been a while. It's been a whole week. 3 games of D&D. Gotta get my bearings.
3
again.
games of D&D later. 3 separate campaigns that are not interwoven.
Yeah, I gotta like get my bearings again here. What's our goal? Kill these guys?
No, we don't want to kill these ones because we told that guard we wouldn't. And because
yeah, we're
they're
gonna
not,
move on.
they're not like
The plan.
being
just
super
move on.
duper jerks. They're just being a-holes.
Just moderate jerks.
They're not being murdering jerks. They're just being regular jerks.
We could always have Seraph punch one in the face. He's pretty good at that. As we walk out of town.
Suck him in the face.
No, we'll beat him within an inch of his life, and then leave him in a situation where there's no chance he could live, and he'll come back and attack us.
I'm just going to assume everything went according to plan. What?
Yeah. Let's
are
not
we
give
at-
him to 1 HP, tie him up where he can't get out. Tie a
Where'd we
bowl
leave
to his
off at?
feet
Are
and
we
toss
at
him
the
in
inn?
ocean.
Or are we
And then
at?
2 months later, he's gonna be like, "I got out I'm here."
Are we still in the town of
It's like
Distone?
Emperor Palpatine.
Yeah, Emperor Palpatine. He's gonna come back. He's gonna have skeleton fingers.
You guys made your way back to the inn with Beak under cloak.
Beak's always under cloak.
Under
Real
heavier
freak.
cloak, because you were out of charges for your for your animal forms.
All right. I say
I
we
guess we're just
stay the
getting
night
outta here.
here, and then in the morning we leave.
okay. Fine.
We head to the next town.
Yeah, you guys already bought your rooms
Yeah.
I locked the door.
while you waited.
Door.
What? Nothing bad could happen.
I put a bell on the door.
I'm gonna have, before I turn in for the night, I'm gonna have Wing perched out in the hallway somewhere, kind of just watching our rooms. For any,
I'm gonna
Open
home
doors.
alone it. I'm just gonna like when we all get in our room, they're gonna dump a bag of marbles out in the hallway. And then go to sleep.
Uh,
Anyone that comes up there is eating it.
are you leaving Wing in the hall?
yeah, he's gonna like, is there somewhere he can like perch in the hall?
No. On the ground.
No, I don't want to leave him in the hall then.
Okay.
Is there a window in the hall?
Nope.
All right, he's just gonna come in the room. We're just gonna lock
What a
our
crappy
doors.
inn.
Okay. So, you guys sleep. No one comes to murder you in the night. So that's a
They
plus
need to get
for
some
you.
of those like faux animatics where it's like a drawing of an inn inside of an inn, but it's got like fake effects going across it, so there's something interesting to watch. They're just like sitting here.
All right. So you guys wake up still in Archdale. Are you leaving?
Yes, I suppose we are.
Yeah, we're gonna leave.
Thought we
him.
wanted to talk to the leader of the.
Didn't we talk to the captain of the guard already?
Oh, that's right. You asked
We
him.
talked to the leader of the captain of the guard, but we didn't talk to the leader of the the Brotherhood of Men.
Yeah,
Here.
well, you know, the only reason I'd want to talk to him is to cut his head off. So
We could.
Well, remember, there
Beak
seems
doesn't.
like there's a ton of them here, like a ton. The whole town
15.
is riddled with them.
15 of them. That's what we were
And-
told.
And they seem to be way different than the other towns. They're not trying to hide or anything, so we wanted to talk to them.
I gotta ask, how do we think this is gonna turn out?
Well,
Like we
I
go to
could-
them, we're like, hey, you know about that secret society that you're not really hiding? Why are you guys
So I
locking it up
could-
around
I could try to charm. I could try to charm person on one of them, but with our GM's 20 rolls all the time, they probably roll double 20s.
Where were we headed? It wasn't here. It was somewhere else.
We're going to Hasto.
Yeah.
Which is just outside
we know
the
there's
capital.
someone there,
2
right?
towns away.
We know there's a magic user that they might be keeping an eye on, or that the
What's her
labyrinth.
face is
an eye
talking to him. We don't know if the menfolk know. Brotherhood of Men.
The actual evil perpetrator in all this.
Start calling them the
Gotcha.
bombs. Or the
The
BMs.
bomb. The BMs. These guys are really BM. Let's just move on. Like, I don't know what we're gonna do here besides like talk to this guy. He's gonna get mad that we're confronting him. Then we're gonna have to fight all his thugs, and then we're gonna end up doing what we told the guy we wouldn't do, which is kill a whole bunch of these guys in broad daylight.
All right. Well, let's.
I'll shift into a small spider, and I'll sit on Drazil's shoulder.
And the bird pecks you, eats you.
Yeah, Wing's like, hey, what's going on?
Bug, whack.
Hey, what does Caw do whenever you shift forms?
He's on the other shoulder.
With Wing?
Yeah, sure.
So you're telling me when I went
It's
into
got the
that
2
blacksmith,
birds
I had a-
sticking off of his
I had a-
Normally,
shoulder.
Carl will just
I had a
circle
spot.
around. He just
I
circles.
had a spider on one and 2 birds on the other. I look like a crazy person. Walk in, got a crow on my head and an owl on my shoulder and a spider on the other one.
Hey! How's it going in
How's it
here?
going?
Don't mind all my animals. Okay, so you guys, are you heading out of town then?
You should turn into a monkey and grab onto someone like a backpack.
Run, jump. I could be
Yeah.
a backpack.
Heck
God,
yeah,
it's-
dude. All right, yeah. I guess we're just leaving. We're getting out of
Let's
here.
go, you pack of crazy people.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, heading out.
All right. Are you looking for doing anything on the road? Or are you just going straight there?
No.
See on mail
nothing on
carts,
the
we'll
road.
keep an eye on them.
Yeah, if we see a mail cart, we'll kill him and waste 8 hours.
Make perception checks then. Whoever's looking for a mail cart.
I assume we're all watching for that, right?
No.
No, I'm not gonna be watching for mail card.
I gave up on the mail cards
'Kay.
after spending 16 hours looking through mail and not finding anything.
All right. So yeah, you do see what looks to be a mail cart coming your again towards where you were coming from.
You'd really think they'd start defending these things after all the.
They haven't got the mail hasn't been able to get back to tell them yet.
I mean, like, how long has it been? It's been a while, right?
You guys have basically stayed in each town one night, and the first mail cart you sent him into the who knows where. The guy.
Oh, yeah.
You know
So-
where.
Yeah.
So
Um,
and the second guy, I don't remember what you did with him, but he's not faster than you. So
We, you know.
can anyone still hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Here.
Okay.
What's up?
It just got real quiet, and no one looked like they were moving on the thing. Yeah, make that face. So yeah, you do see a mail cart coming towards you.
I don't believe you. I look away. I'm like, no.
No, don't see it.
Anyone
I
else
don't
on this
Your
road?
mail cart.
Is
We
it all by
haven't
itself?
really. I mean, we got a bag of holding out of that last one.
That's right. We made it big.
But
Um,
other
Not
than that,
a bag
we're
of
just
holding.
being bandits at this point. We're not really getting any information. We haven't found any letters.
We got a bag of holdings backward cousin is what we got.
Got a handy haversack. Yeah, there is like some little bit further behind the mail cart. There is another sort of wagon that has some people on it.
Okay. Yeah, we're not dealing with the mail cart thing again.
Okay. You guys get closer to Kalen. It starts to get dark. If you push for 1 extra hour, you could get there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why don't we just camp outside town? We don't need to be in town.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, we'll camp outside town. Sure.
Yeah, I'll
I
summon
say we make camp.
I'll summon a tiny hut off the road.
Beak out of nowhere goes, we don't need to be in town. We can just camp right outside. Like, what?
You can talk the whole time.
You've been screwing us over. That sounded like normal talk.
Okay, so yeah, as you're getting closer to Kalen, you start to see a bunch of like different types of farming fields, wheat and corn and different kinds of crops.
That's what I like.
Wheat and corn.
Yeah, I like corn especially. I'm American.
All right, so you guys bed down. You're like right outside of town, so no problems overnight. Wake up the next morning. It's bright outside, still surrounded by farms. Like you slept sort of near one of the farms, but nobody bothered you.
Well, yeah, we got that hut, right?
Yep.
All right. We wake up and we go into town, I guess.
Okay. As you go into town, this appears to have been a farming town. The like where most of the action happening in the town is near a river, where you see like people taking like barrels and bushels of the things that they produce and like loading them onto these sort of longboats. So it's basically like a small like a river barge, which are then going down the river. And based on the map that you have, you assume that's going to either Hasto or probably like the capital, or like via Hasto probably.
So this is a pretty good sized city then, right?
The city itself is pretty small. It's very spread out, but you gather this is where probably the Empire gets a lot of its food.
Oh yeah. Well, guys,
Thing is we're not really waging war against the Empire. We're waging war against the Brotherhood of Men, right?
I mean, aren't we kind of though? They're like
I mean, the Empire's the one who's like funding the
Yeah,
Brotherhood.
and, like-
we don't know that. We're assuming.
Yes, we do know that. We got straight up information that they're getting letters from the capital.
That doesn't
tell
mean their
them who
base
to
isn't
target.
in the capital.
You know what, Ray? You gotta just make assumptions sometimes. And I've come to the conclusion that
We're gonna make an
I-
assumption and take on the entire Brecken Empire instead of just the Brotherhood of
Hey,
Men.
hey! We don't take them on all at once. We do little jack stuff like destroying.
We
their
steal
food
money from the
supply.
rich and give it to the poor.
Step
Yeah.
1, steal the mail.
Yeah.
Step 2, burn the farmhouses down.
Yeah.
That was
Casting
taking away their
fireballs at every
communications and their
farm.
food.
We just
We
start
just start-
casting fireballs at every
Yeah.
farm we go to.
We just burn all the crops. Yeah. We just cripple the empire from the outside. Because
Yeah,
it's the common
I've-
man we want to hurt.
I look at Seraph and be like, I don't think he's on board with this.
No.
Oh, he would be. All we gotta do is get him to walk away 20 feet, and then we'll do it while everyone else in this party seems totally fine with all the messed up stuff we do. Alright, well, I suppose we're here. We need to look for the Brotherhood, I guess, and then find and eliminate, seek and destroy. I
Okay.
bet you they run a boat.
They seem like boat people.
They do. They're dock workers. They're never doing glamorous jobs. It's never like, and the mayor, he is the leader. It's always like, Jimbo down at the gas station, he's the leader of the Brotherhood of Men. Like they're the KKK or something.
I don't know. That one guy was the leader of the guard. In the first.
Yeah,
one.
and then everyone under him was a bunch of morons. You saw the two people I tortured, right?
So as you arrive, and like I said, you see the big sort of ferry house, mostly filled with the barge is mostly filled with like either barrels or bushels. They do have some passengers. You don't notice many people like leaving via the road if they're leaving over the course of the day.
On the boat.
Yeah, some people if they want to go towards Hasto, it looks like people are mostly taking the boat down and then riding back.
Gotcha. The Greyhound boat service.
Yeah, they'll take the road back generally, but take the river that way because it flows that way.
Go down to the boat stop, buy a ticket. Okay. We're not worried about like the day to day, right? We're just trying to find these guys. So let's spread out. And I mean, the last town they were basically walking around in plain sight. So maybe we'll get lucky again.
Okay, make a perception check.
Okie dokie.
Alright, so we're spreading around, kind of looking for clues for the Brotherhood of Men. Is that what we're doing?
Yeah.
I'll be
I think
on
it was-
Dunn's shoulder for a couple hours.
Okay.
Alright, we're gonna make perception
Let me
checks.
get rid of these real quick. Perception. Nope, I don't see nothing.
Don't see much.
I see it's a town that there's boats in.
I did not want to. Why is that? Hang on. Whatever.
Hold that one.
Okay, you guys
Great.
see a lot of people walking around, but you don't see anyone like sleeveless like you did in the last town with the brand showing. You can't really tell if anyone's a member of the Brotherhood here or not.
No sleeveless, hair slicked back, 1950s greasers walking around on the street with tattoos.
When you're a jet all the way.
That's right.
Yeah, none of
Take it
that's
out,
here.
buddy.
That's right.
Got one of those sneaky towns.
But yeah, it's mostly looks to be farmers. A lot of people dressed in pretty drab, like simple but workable clothing. Don't see any Brotherhood for sure.
Okay. We could check the blacksmith.
I bet it's the mayor.
That's the mayor.
Bet
Yeah.
it's the mayor. Let's find him.
I bet it's the tanner.
All right. What weapon did he
Are we
use?
playing one night?
I don't ever play that game. I just watch that game. Where do you guys want to go? What's the plan here? Let's go to the inn, get our rooms, just in case they want to, just come to us again.
In case they
And
want to murder us out again. That is pretty great.
we didn't even have to look for them in that town. They just came straight to us.
Remember, they might have our picture
Really cut out the middleman. No, we took the pictures.
from that one. What? We don't know
Yeah,
if
but
they
if the
sent them out.
mailman hasn't been able to get word back that we're taking out mail cards,
Well, we didn't.
I'm
wanna
just
forget
saying.
something.
all right. Let's go to the inn. I'll go to the inn and I'll get some rooms for
Okay.
us.
Go over to the Farmer's Respite. You go in and it's a male human.
Dirty and stinky in there.
It's like, oh, hello. What can I do for you?
I need 3 rooms.
All right. Be 2 silver per room.
2 silver. Dang, these farmers rested my butt.
He said 3 rooms. I look at him like, what? Don't want to sleep alone anymore?
No, just don't want to spend the money on Beaka room since he sits on the roof every night.
Somebody sleep in my room, please. I almost got murdered.
It's rough, dude. Sword through the chest. You gotta watch out for that stuff.
Yeah, a fireball in your face while you're down.
Sword right through the chest, bad for your health. Shortens the lifespan a little.
It's not particularly busy in the inn. It's fairly. I mean, you guys are in there pretty early because you slept outside of town.
It's not busy. It's a farming town, and a room costs 2 silver.
It's
Like a week's wages.
What you gather is that people who run the ferries will sometimes
Yep.
stay here and then just head out the next day, but they don't actually have a home here because they're on the ferry so much.
Gotcha. All right. Well, I get my rooms paid for, and then where's everyone else? Is everyone with me? I thought we split up.
I'm on your shoulder.
Oh, I know. Yeah, you're with me. But what about Druzil?
we all went to the inn with you.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
okay.
assume we would.
Let's split up. And we all
I
start
guess when
walking.
I said
Oh,
it
yeah,
again,
that's
split
right.
like
Back
everyone was
up
like,
and
Go to the inn.
just stick around with him. And my perception was so bad, I never thought to look behind me.
Oh, there you guys are.
Oh,
Well,
you
I
guys
kind
have
of
been
assumed
following
we
me.
split up. We looked around, then we met back up after that perception and stuff.
Yeah, it's not a terribly big town. As
We
far
split
as
up. He saw me look around, and he goes, "He ain't finding nothing." He followed me.
Yeah. Dunn looked around and then started kicking dirt.
not a whole lot of buildings within the town
like
proper.
kicking
There's a
cans.
few houses, this inn, but like I said most of the people hang out around the ferry house.
And the docks and whatnot.
Isaac, you using that Discord that noise canceling feature?
No, I am not.
Your mic sounds funny sometimes.
Interesting. Maybe it's because I'm getting off. Am I getting over here? Is that what the deal is? I'm getting off axis a little bit.
I haven't noticed any difference in his mic.
Yeah, I haven't either.
Maybe the problem's with you, sir.
No, dude, he's gone. My headset's so high fidelity, I can hear everything.
Yeah. Amazon's choice.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's how you know it's top quality. This is an Amazon Basics, sir.
That's what my batteries are.
Huh?
That's what my batteries are. Amazon Basics.
bad.
I bought some of those. I got some of those. Amazon
I'm
Basics.
telling you, this is just turning into a podcast.
Actually, I haven't heard Q in the background at all tonight.
What? And you never hear her in the back. Anyways, regardless, we're getting off track here. Let's walk around this town. I mean, we could always do the manly play and just walk around holding a sign up saying like we're looking for people at an airport, looking for this symbol, get them on our tail and then murk them when they get close.
Hey guys, come here. I got some candy for you.
Candy for you.
I say we start out by asking the innkeeper if she knows any brother.
Just walking around really loudly going, "Man, I really hate everyone that isn't human. I wish there was a group I could join. It'd be real swell."
We'll put beacons and chains and
Yeah, while you pull him around. Look at this guy I captured. Man, he's not even a human. Okay. Too much fun. Must get serious now.
Stop having fun right this instant.
I say we
what's the
talk to the
plan?
innkeeper and see if she knows anything about Brotherhood of Men in this town. If they're
Yeah, sure. Why not? We've done that every single. We've done that.
innkeepers seem to know. Innkeepers know a lot. They hear.
Yeah,
they hear a lot.
Dude. All right.
So I'm gonna go to the inn, the eating area.
Okay.
Order some food, and when the innkeeper comes over, have a conversation. That's
Okay.
I'm gonna do.
Ray's gonna flirt with the innkeeper.
Okay, it's a
Well,
older
shot.
older gentleman.
Fucking not enough flirting now.
flirting with him.
He walks up and says, "Can I get you something to eat?"
Yeah, what do you have? What's your house special, or what do you have on the menu tonight? Anything good?
Oh, we got just about all the different stuff that we make around here. You can get meat, you can get vegetables. Don't have a
some
lot of
meat.
fish, but we got some
Some-
river trout.
Some meat and potatoes.
You bet. Coming up.
Can't go wrong with
America.
meat and potatoes.
So he brings back out some meat and potatoes. It's silver for the meal.
Aren't you?
I
aren't you
hate
from
him
an
as-
Elven city?
I hand him a silver piece, and then I pull out a couple more silver pieces and hand it to him and say, "Could you give me any information about the Brotherhood of Men? Do they have a presence in this town?"
He looks at you.
And
He's
then
like,
I say, "Because we just came from this Arkdale, and they had a pretty high presence in that town. Do they have a presence in this one?"
he goes, "Oh yeah, Arkdale. They got those brazen boys out there. To be honest with you, I'm not sure. They probably do have a presence here, but it's not like in Archdale where they walk around flaunting it."
All right, thanks. I go ahead and give him a couple extra silver pieces for the information and eat my food.
Okay. Says,
Uh,
"Have a nice meal."
all right then. That didn't work. What's next, boys?
Mm,
I'm eating my food.
Where's the seedy criminal underground here, so I can go ask them?
You can find it. Your criminal background will let you find it if you want to.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was thinking. Gotta go ask the people doing bad stuff. Hey, you right there. You look like a guy who's doing some shady crap.
Okay.
That'll get me.
You gonna look for him?
Yeah, sure. I'll look for the real bad dudes.
Okay.
I'll look for some bad dudes, Isaac. Gotta get them out of this town.
Alright, so you eventually see a guy that you recognize as being a shady fella. What do you do?
Yeah. I'm just gonna go up to him and be like, "Hey, man. I know you're doing some shady shit around here. What can you tell me about this symbol?" And I show it to him.
He looks at it and he goes, "Who are you in with?"
I'm not in with anybody. I just need information.
He says, "Well, as far as information, you seem to know what you're looking for when you found me, but how come you don't know what you're looking for when you're looking for this?"
They hide themselves really well. Better than you, apparently.
That they do. I don't. That's why I don't have any information for you here. If you're looking for him,
Okay,
you can
well-
always find him in Archdale.
Yeah, I know we can find him in Archdale. We just came from Archdale. We're trying to find the ones that aren't being so out in the open.
A little
It's
harder.
sport if you can get it when they're out in the open.
Yeah, we passed up the place where they were just like begging because we were asked nicely. Man, this is gonna be
Seen
hard. It's
some.
gonna
I mean, some people gather around in different areas out here in the farmlands, but not sure what they gather for. Some of them have bonfires. I'm sure that's innocent. Some may not be, but I don't have any specific information for you.
Okay. Where are these gatherings happening? Do you have any specific locations for the gatherings?
They happen
Do
all
they
over.
happen
It just
like
depends
regularly?
on. I wouldn't say it's a schedule. Just occasionally you come in and see a bonfire and it's people having a nice time.
Okay. Well, thanks for the information you did give me.
No problem.
Beak's thinking to himself, this sure is a friendly criminal.
Hope you don't. hope to not see you around.
All right, we'll get out of here. Yeah, you know, when you're in the criminal business, everyone's just a nice guy to you. It's only when you're outside the criminal business.
He holds the door open for you as you leave.
Yeah. This is the steely kind of criminal. I'm the torture kind of criminal.
All right.
Well, that got me nowhere. I mean, really, what have we done in the past time to find these guys? Get lucky.
You've gotten extraordinarily lucky.
I'll say the Brotherhood of Men do not like magic users, right? That's like kind of their thing. They don't like magic
No,
users.
I don't know that that's. I think they just don't like non-people.
Well, no, they're gathering up magic users. We know that.
Yeah,
we
but
know
in
that
the last-
they're gathering a specific magic users that they're told to gather up, not that they
Yeah.
hate them.
Yeah, and we know for a fact that they were like trying to murk Beak in that last fight, even though they were getting their nuts crushed by a monk. Like Beak was doing nothing, and the monk's like smashing them. And he's like, "Kill the bird!" If I'm
You
going
weren't
down,
there
I'm
for
taking this
that.
minority with me.
Hey, he's talking about the one in Nula.
In the blacksmith.
Yeah, he was
Yeah,
there for
I
that
was
one.
there.
Okay.
Which one was I? Oh yeah, the last one. Yeah, I don't know about that one.
I don't know what happened.
Well, I know what happened. I wasn't awake for most of it. All right. What time of the day is it now?
I'd say it's probably like late afternoon, maybe 3 or 4, I guess.
Oh, if it's that, I would have been. I guess I would have been staying in the room then. I only have 2 hours of shifting.
Okay.
Shouldn't
So
say
I'll
anything.
be, I'll be hanging out in the inn.
You're talking to that criminal. Hey, what is this?
Oh, sorry, that's just my bird.
It's a setup.
You could just stand on my shoulder like a really big bird.
Just be cool, be cool. It's okay.
It's okay. Don't worry about it. Let me roll a charm check on you. Persuasion. All right. Well, I suppose we check in the morning at the docks, since that's where almost everyone in this town goes, right?
Okay. Yep.
Somebody say something. I'm drowning over here.
Yeah. I say we look, see if there's any work. Make some money in this town, maybe.
What? We don't need to make any money.
Says you?
A room costs 2 silver. We could buy rooms for the rest of our lives with how much money we have stashed
Beak,
away.
tell Beak we don't need money. Let's see what happens. Peck your
He
face
doesn't have to know.
off. Peck your face off.
Maybe Beak can like sweep the back room in an inn or something
For a silver.
for 1 silver.
So you're looking for a job board?
Yeah, Drusille's gonna look for a job board while I'm going back to the inn, I guess.
Okay.
Because I told us to split up,
Okay.
try to find clues.
So you're looking for a job board, Rizal?
Yeah, I'm gonna look around, see what kind of jobs are available in this town.
Okay. Yeah, there is a job board. It's near the dock, or near the ferry house. And mostly it has just odd jobs, like helping to load and unload a little bit, but mostly just load the barges every morning. Or there are some different like little ones for like farm hands and stuff. Most of them pay like a silver.
Yeah, nothing that would interest me.
I'm looking for a job, any job. They only pay like a silver.
I just want to look
Not
at the
those
jobs
jobs.
available in this town. Nothing that we'd be interested in this.
I'm desperate for work. Well, you can clean the toilets. Not that desperate. You see these robes? You think I'm cleaning in these?
Ain't cleaning nothing.
Look at this handsome
Alright.
face.
After walking around the dock and looking at the job board and being thoroughly depressed,
It's the life of a seaside town. It's always cloudy.
I'm just gonna. I'm assuming I'm by myself, right? Everybody's doing their own thing right now.
Yeah.
Okay. So after looking at the job board and kind of looking pretty shabby, I'm gonna just head back to the inn, and it's what I'm gonna do right now, and wait for the other guys to get here, because I'm thinking to tell them we're gonna head out.
Okay.
Nothing for us
What?
here.
Okay.
Well,
So yeah, everyone meets back up at the inn. You guys just gonna sleep there and get up in the morning to see the dock house or the ferry house?
yeah, we'll go down to the ferry house in the morning.
Okay. Yeah, you go to
One
sleep.
Going at like 5.
You are not ambushed in the night.
Good.
You get up, go down to the dock house. It's a lot of bustling going around. Lots of farmers are brought in carts and are like loading things onto various ferries. There's like 3 ferries that are getting loaded up with like meats and things like bushels of wheat, sacks of corn, potatoes.
Oh, so it's like a cargo ship, not a ferry.
Right. It's like a barge. It's like it's like a river barge,
Gotcha.
but it's mostly for cargo. But you did see a few passengers getting on. Actually, if you want to like ask around, you can see how long it takes to get to different places and stuff like that.
Any racist looking people around here? No, I'm just kidding.
All of them.
All of them.
Do you guys want to see if we can catch a ride to Hasto from here? Let's
Wait,
throw-
we're in
Big nods.
Hasto? I thought that's where we were.
You're in
No,
Kalen.
we're in Kalen.
Oh,
There's
okay.
3
Let's
more
just- yeah.
towns we'd have to go through to get to Hasto.
Okay, yeah, fantastic. Yeah, let's catch a ride.
So yeah, it's for passengers, it's a silver each, and it takes you. They'll get to Hasto within a day. Going down the river.
Did Druzil tell us about the job board?
I don't know. Did he?
I hadn't told him about the job board. Oh, well, yeah.
Oh,
when I
okay.
came back, when I came back, that's what I said. I was gonna meet him at the end, tell him that the jobs are pretty like just mundane, nothing would interest us, and I think we
Okay.
should probably leave. That's what I was
The
thinking.
guy goes. The guy goes. All right, it's about 1 silver, and I was like, missed out on that job.
Okay, so you guys get on board one of the ferries and it starts heading out after it gets loaded up. There's like lots of foodstuffs on it. Just going down the river, you can see as you leave Kalen, there's still like lots of small farms you can see from the river as you go down.
By the
it's-
way-
yes.
Beak will shift back into bird form after a couple hours on this barge.
Okay. Are you standing near anyone? It's pretty easy
Stand
to
on the
not
roof.
stand near people. There's plenty of like stacks of food and stuff that you can get behind if you didn't want to shift suddenly.
I'll just sit by my party. I'll be on someone's shoulder, then I'll go sit in an open spot whenever it's about to happen.
Okay.
Just, whoop.
Whenever it's about to happen.
It's happening.
I feel a change coming on.
So yeah, as
All
you
right.
a couple hours down, Beak poof pops into bird form for you. Eventually, one of the boat workers sees him and is like, I don't remember you getting on here.
Okay,
Ah,
Beak.
he's been on here the whole time. We even paid for him a ticket.
He just goes,
Hi.
oh, has he? All right. And just walks off. He's like, okay, sure.
It was dark when we got on, and he's small, and he's, hard to see.
So,
He's like a crow, right? That's what you look like?
yeah,
Mhm.
big old crow. So after several hours, you can start to see the sun getting lower in the sky. You guys arrive in Hasto. Hasto has a similar looking like ferry house where boats come in and unload, and then some of them will load back up with like manufactured goods, like different types of tools and stuff, but mostly it looks like they go back empty. And you did see like 1 or 2 going the opposite way as you were coming down the river. They go a lot slower when they go back because they can't use the current.
Gotcha. All right, well,
You guys have arrived in Hasto.
I'm going to stay
time
in
is it?
bird form this time.
Okay.
yeah,
enough of this
draw some
sneaking around.
attention.
So you get off the boat. Some of the ferry house workers looking around. They see Big Bird and they sort of stare at you and sort of smile and wave.
Smiling.
How nice are they? Yeah. What a nice guy.
Make
His name's Big Bird now.
Make an insight check.
Do I see them smiling and waving?
12.
Seem to be probably your take on it would be surprised to see you. Okay, so
I
it's
would be surprised too, I think.
it's starting to get dark. What would you like to do, if anything, before?
If it's starting to get dark and everything's like closing up already, then I suppose we hole up for the night and then start in the morning.
Okay. You guys go to the halfway house, which is the inn there.
Just got out of jail, and I ain't going back.
I ain't going back.
Make a history check.
Who?
Whoever wants to.
I'll make a history check. 14.
18.
So Seraph, you know that this is called the halfway house because it's the inn that popped up in Hasto, which was the sort of halfway point between the farms and the capital.
Gotcha.
Halfway there.
Yeah.
And I'm on my way.
Good thing he knew. I must have read the wrong dice. We must have all hit at the same time. I just saw a 13 and I was like, okay, yeah. And
Sure.
I went back to the chat and it said 8, and I was like, oh. My dice must have never made it out there.
All right, yeah, so
Anywho, we know.
2 silver per room again.
Okay. At least that's steady. You know, we gotta have one steady thing in our lives. It's 2 silver no matter where
2
we
silver a room.
Yeah, this town sort of popped up as a necessary halfway point between the farms and the capital. It's not a particularly big town, but the people are dressed in a bit nicer clothes than what you saw in Kalen. It seems that it's mostly the business comes from having these ferry things going back and forth, but they do have like a blacksmith and herbalist, things like that. But like I said, not a large town, but it seems fancier than Kalen.
Yeah, more well put together.
Yeah.
All right,
More centralized.
I'm gonna sleep in my comforting 2 silver room.
All right. It is a nicer room than in Kalen.
I know. It seems like whether you're walking across dirt floors to sleep on a pile of hay, or staying at the Hilton Inn and Resort Suite, 2 silver a room.
Hey, man,
I'm gonna
I'm
go.
working
I'm
hard for
feeling confident
regulation.
today. I'm gonna go into
Yeah.
spider form and
Totalitarian.
sleep on the roof.
Okay.
Are they secretly communist?
Yes. It's a big ploy. All right. So you guys sleep for the night. Let's see. When you wake up, you're in bird form atop the roof, you said?
Mm-hmm.
So as you wake up, some of the people start heading towards the ferry house, and a lot of them notice you up on the roof, and they just sort of see you and sort of smile and wave.
I smile and wave right back.
Can you
weird.
smile? You're a bird.
Isn't the Brecken
He opens
Empire
his beak a
supposed
little
to,
bit.
hate? Isn't the Brecken Empire supposed to hate anybody not human? Like, I thought that was the
No,
whole.
no, all of them.
Brotherhood of men are like that. The Empire.
I
Not
thought,
necessarily.
I thought it was the entire Brecken Empire was like that.
I heard a long time ago. I think people were closer to the capital. People were a little more open-minded. I think was what we heard a long time ago.
You
Yeah.
did hear that a long time ago.
Everyone here
Do we
loves
see
you.
anyone
Like,
other than
like a
humans around here?
sideshow.
I'm gonna. I want to look around this town and see if there's any magic shops.
This town is not large. It does not take you long to realize there is not a magic shop here. You do see it's very majority humans, but you have seen, like, for the first time in a few days, you've seen like a dwarf, maybe an elf.
Maybe an elf is in. He might have been a goblin.
Well, it was a tall, slender fellow. You couldn't tell if it was an elf or just a
Okay.
Couldn't
stringy
see his
human.
ears.
I figure it was probably an elf, but you haven't seen one in so long you've forgotten what they looked like.
Beak, you had a lot of contact with elves.
I don't know if I've even seen an elf before. Well, I know of one, but that's it.
Do you know of one?
I have a backstory.
Oh, okay. It's one elf.
I have a backstory.
How do we resolve that?
So we need
Nope.
to find somebody in this town. See if I can find the name. Been a long time.
Did we get a name?
Yeah, we did. And I have it in my notes. I have to figure out how long
Well,
ago it
tell
was.
me what your notes say. Look something up. Ray's looking up his notes.
I have my notes
Uh,
up, but I don't know which day it was. And I have it each time.
Person's name that Yarel was talking to was Jamal, if that's what you're looking for.
Yes. Jamal.
Jamal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So it's morning now. Again, you guys, like I said, you see the guys. There's lots of people headed towards the ferry house to start loading up some of the ones that are headed back up.
I guess we're not worried about that. We go out. What are we looking for? We're looking for like sketchy people. We're
Jamal.
not. Yeah, we're looking for Jamal. Didn't Yarel tell us not to come talk to people though?
Chins. No.
She told you that if you can't do it discreetly, don't do it. Because she doesn't know if the Brotherhood or whoever is taking these people knows who these people are. So she doesn't want to draw any more attention to them. If you guys can't be discreet, don't do it at all, is what she said, basically.
We're super discreet.
Did you not see us when we walked up to talk to those kids?
Yeah.
One of us popped out their wings, and the other one turned into a giant spider. Super
that.
discreet.
Don't you remember that super discreet thing we did where we hung a guy from the ceiling and stabbed him into his chest?
Super discreet. No one would
Burned up.
ever know you were there.
Burned a barn down.
No one would ever know anyone was there.
We never leave a trace, dude. The stealthiest group you've ever seen.
So do we want to try to find this magic user in this town or not?
Yeah, you know what? Yeah. Screw the Brotherhood of Men. Let's look for Jamal.
Aye.
If Jamal, if they're on Jamal, then we'll take them out for Jamal.
I don't see a problem in helping people.
Yeah, see? Beak doesn't see a problem in helping people. I sometimes don't see the problem in helping people.
I occasionally don't see a problem. Okay, so you just going to ask random people, or are you going to ask specific people, or what?
There's an alchemist shop, right? Like, that's
An herbalist, yeah.
semi-magical. Oh, herbalist? Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, what about the innkeeper? Wait,
Yeah,
you
you can
said
ask
most
the
people are...
innkeeper.
How many people are in this inn? Does this inn, like, really populated?
People. There's no one in there right now. Everyone's already gone out to the ferry house if they were staying there. So
It's like the sole restaurant in town.
pretty much, like everyone's. You guys woke up a little bit later than most. Beak saw them because he was up.
Okay.
But
Yeah, sure. I'll ask the innkeeper. Innkeepers know things.
okay,
They see the world.
Beak, have you come down, or are you still hanging out on the roof?
I'll hang out on the roof and just keep an eye on things.
All right, so you go down, and this innkeeper says,
Yep.
"Oh, good morning. I'll get you some
Morning.
breakfast."
Yeah, sure. Give me some breakfast. And you heard of a guy named Jamal?
I think that's a boy's name down the street. Why are you looking for someone?
Yeah, we're looking for him. We were sent to give him a message.
He sets your food down in front of you. Sent by who?
Just that's not important.
That's good shady.
Say, listen, you don't need to worry about it. We're just looking for him. We got a nice message for him. We're not here to do anything. Just need to find him.
We're not here to murder him.
We're not here to murder
Digging
him.
you.
Digging yourself a hole there, Done.
Nah, dude, I can get out of it with wicked good persuasion.
You're
I'm only here to cut his hair for him.
He looks at you and says, "That seems a little suspect, sir."
What, looking for someone?
Well, you every question he's asked you, you've dodged. So
The one question, who sent you? That's it.
yeah, he asked you,
He
"What
said-
are you looking for?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm looking."
And I said, yeah, we're looking for him. We're here to give him a message. That's what I said.
Mm-hmm.
And they said, from who? I'm not
me-
giving him that information.
We're here to give him a message as we're cracking up.
I'm gonna give him a message. How important is this message?
It's very important. This message is rather important. Importante.
Sorry to give you so many questions there, sir, but I don't recognize you. So you know you're from out of town and kind of a close-knit community here.
I would say most messengers are from out of town, because most messages probably come from out of town.
I would assume you're right, but we don't really get many messengers here.
You get
It
mail
says-
carriers here? We run into those all the time.
Yeah, I know the mail carrier's here. Tell you what, if you'll wait here, I can send someone out to see if they can bring back someone for you to talk to.
Sure.
So
That'd
says,
be great.
all right. And he goes back and you sort of see
the
him
rest of
talking
our
to
group?
someone.
I'm still on the roof.
In the room.
I'm gonna hang out on the roof until you guys come out.
Oh, so it's just me. Fantastic.
So
come.
you see him talking to a younger guy. And he sort of looks at him and looks at you. And then he nods and he heads out of the inn. You just gonna wait there for a while?
I guess so.
Am I? Did I come down? I'm at this table, right, with him.
If you want to come down.
Yeah. If you're
Yeah.
down there.
Yeah, I'm assuming I come down for breakfast in the morning. So
Okay. Probably 10-20 minutes go by. And the guy comes back and he's got another a bigger guy with him, a non-child. Walks in
Adults.
and he
Yeah, that's
He-
an adult. He's got a bigger non-child with him.
well, because I described the other guy
Like a
poorly,
kid,
so I was
but
like
he's taller.
trying to.
Got some facial hair.
Yeah.
Been around a little longer.
Almost
So he
like
walks in with him, and the kid
10-years-old.
points over at your table. The guy sort of nods at him and then walks over to you. He goes, "Heard you were looking
Is
for
he like a
Jamal."
big- Is he like a big beefy dude? Though they like go get the bouncer for me?
No, it's just like because I just described the other guy as being younger, but I didn't. He's an actual child, so he's like a.
He's not.
So
Younger,
I didn't
he
say
is a
child.
child.
Yeah.
Trey went and got his father.
I'm
So-
Jamal's daddy.
So yeah, he went and got a guy that he brought in. He says, he sent me to say you were looking for Jamal.
Yes, we are looking for Jamal.
Why?
Are you? Who are you to him?
Who are you?
Listen, man. Let's not make this overly complicated. We're looking for this person. I've been through 2 people now. All I want to do is find this person. If you're his parent, guardian, if he's a little kid, it doesn't matter. All I need to know is, do you know Jamal? Are you related to him? If so,
Let's-
we have a message for him.
Let's say I am. What do you got?
Has Jamal been receiving, has he talked about, since apparently you're the guardian, receiving messages from someone? Maybe
Discreet.
I'm being as discreet as possible here, man. You gotta give some information.
So
I can't be like, and stuff.
so how about I kind of look at Dunn and I kind of elbow him a little bit and be like, let's try. I have something, and I reach into my bag and I pull out one of the scrolls that I had made, the spell of detect magic scroll,
Okay.
and I kind of
yeah.
roll it up and I hand it to the guy. I said, here, you give this to Jamal. Because
Wait,
this guy's
he's a little kid. He doesn't know he
Uh,
has magic powers,
yes.
right?
Well, he's talking to Lurel, so he's a fledgling magic user, right?
Yeah.
So, but he would be able to recognize the magical runes on the page, even if he can't read them. So I give him.
Would
I
he?
say, you give.
Would he?
I would imagine he'd recognize magical runes, right? Like it's not normal.
Well,
I mean,
if
like
he's
if
if
you
he's
have
a
a knack for
sorcerer-
math, that doesn't mean that you can do physics.
But you would recognize a magical rune, right?
well,
on
if
the
he's
page.
Depends.
5
If
years
you're-
old and he's
If
just
you're a
got
wizard,
some
you
innate
train that
magic,
kind of stuff. But if you're a sorcerer, it just comes to
you-
you.
Yeah, you don't
Don't-
like
don't do
sorcerers
scrolls.
don't use runes or scrolls or anything. They're just innate.
But it makes sense. You would say this because you are a wizard. You don't understand those filthy sorcerers,
Yeah.
I only
You're-
understand
you're-
wizards. Okay.
Okay.
filthy mudbloods.
I say, listen, I'll give a little bit of information. As a showing of good faith, has he been getting messages? Has he talked about getting messages, maybe telepathically, because he might have some abilities?
He looks at you, sort of squints his eyes a little bit. Says, I don't know what you're here for. But if you're here to harm my boy,
Listen, stop right there. I'm not here to harm him. Just answer the last question. Has he talked about getting messages from someone?
what if he has?
There is a group of people called the Brotherhood of Men who typically
whispering.
As soon as you
whispering,
say that,
Whisper.
he like takes a defensive step and puts his hand on around his hip.
Say, no. That's not us.
Make a persuasion check.
20.
20. Okay, so he sort of eases off of it a little bit.
Very quietly. Listen, it's not us. We have a place that you can go where you'll be safe from them. We're here to retrieve. And you can go and be safe away from all this stuff.
He looks over at the innkeeper and he goes, "Hey, come here. What do you make of this?" And he sits down across from you, and the innkeeper comes and sits down next to him. And they both go, and the Jamal's father probably
Yeah.
says, "What do you know about the Brotherhood of Men?"
We know enough. We've had multiple running in with them for this very reason. We got someone from... What was the town we saved that little girl from?
Takat, I think.
Takot.
Yeah, check out.
I kind of just look up and I go, "They're no friends of ours." No,
Yeah,
that's all I'm
listen.
saying.
We saved another little girl from Takot, and they were on their way to get her. We stopped them before that happened. We don't know that there's anyone actively seeking you out, but we've had run-ins with these guys in every town we've been in.
So make another persuasion check.
Ooh, not as good. 12.
So he goes,
I'm not bluffing.
yeah, that's why it's not a deception check. He goes, yeah, we know that they're in every town, but they're not here.
They're not here at all.
They aren't.
They weren't in Takot either.
Where
They came
wait,
from another town.
Oh,
Takat
yeah, you're
was
right,
in
they
the
did, they came.
sultry coast.
Yeah, they came from another town.
Anytime anyone comes here and seems like they might be with them, we send them packing.
We are definitely not with them. We know the markings. None of us have that. We're not part of this group. We are here to inform you that there is a place that you could potentially go, and we are willing to guide you there and protect you on the way.
Make one more persuasion check.
15.
15's not bad. Says Jamal has said that he's been in communication with someone claiming that they have a safe place for him.
Yeah,
We-
Urel, right? Is that the name?
That's the name.
Okay.
We
We can...
she said that people might be looking for him. We didn't know who, but it makes sense that the Brotherhood, maybe. But they
Typically-
we keep the Brotherhood out of this town.
From what we understand, from information we have gathered, they get letters. They have cells in towns, whether it's publicly like the last place we were at, or it's secretive. They get letters from the capital, from an unknown source. We haven't been able to figure out where that's coming from. They give them the orders to go after specific people, magic users,
And they're always young.
and they're always young. We've intercepted them once. Other than that, I think that, we just are unlucky.
Says, that makes a lot of sense. But we aren't ready to we weren't ready to let our kid just go wandering across the world.
You can go. You can go with him, and we'll take you there. We have a perfectly capable defense team.
Are you on your way to the capital now?
No, we were on our way here. The Hasdale.
And where will you go now?
Well, if you say yes, we'll take you all the way back, I suppose. Which is a long way.
We aren't ready to leave. At least not right now. Time may change that, but for now we feel comfortable here. This town watches out for each other.
Okay, well, that's good to know. Just keep an eye out. 'Cause the town we saved the girl from, they weren't there either. They came from a different town. That was outside Empire territory.
Getting more
We've taken
brave.
them out in some areas.
What all do you know about the Brotherhood of Men?
That they're assholes.
Wicked information.
As far as we know, they just like to harass people that aren't human. But when they
That's
try to
probably
come here, we send them away. There's no room here for that.
Eventually, though, like the thing is if they are backed by the Empyrean government in some way, there
The
will
new
be
emperor.
the new emperor.
Do you have a way of finding this out?
Finding out if they're tied to them? Not yet. We know that letters come. We have not been able to find any of those letters, intercept any of those letters.
Do you have a plan for finding out?
Right now, our plan has been, we've been going town to town within border towns of Empire and non-Empire, because that's where they seem to be. Finding out who there is Brotherhood, finding their leader, and questioning them. That's been our plan so far.
Have you learned anything?
We've learned what we told you, where they get their information, but we can't. None of them individually know where the letters come from. It's like they're all working independently of each other. Like the towns they don't even seem to communicate with
Other
the
cells.
groups in other cells, yeah, or people in other cells.
If you could bring proof that it was coming from the capital, we might be able to get more people to rise against them.
Well, I suppose we can try that next, since we're, I guess, done. This is the last town on our list, right?
Yeah, we're right outside the capital.
And we're right outside the capital. Where's my list? I got it here.
I think we should go to the capital and try to infiltrate the Brotherhood of Men
In the capital?
in the capital, like pose as one of them or join the ranks or something of that nature.
Okay. Alright, well, I suppose we can try to find some information, but we were just here to offer that for now.
Besides, doesn't Seraph look like a Brotherhood of Men guy? I mean, come on.
Yeah, nothing like that.
Yeah, besides the big O, birthmark on my forehead.
You are the whitest one among us.
Of course, as I say that, I kind of laugh, like, 'cause,
He says, yeah, if you So we aren't ready to go anywhere just now, but if you go into the capital to find information, if you do find some, we'd like to know about it here.
Okay. If we find anything, you'll be the first to know. What's your name so I can contact you again when I get back here?
My name's Charles.
Charles
Barkley.
Charles Barkley.
Barles Charkley.
Barles Charkley. Charles. Guy in Hasto.
He says if you go into the capital, go by Breen's. It's delicious food.
Will do.
It's in the Canal District. If you're going to be there long.
Haven't gotten good vibes from anyone.
Make insight check.
Not, no, I'm saying the guy, this other guy. Yeah, sure, I'll make an insight check. Oh, 20.
Yeah, these guys both seem to be pretty forthright. And now that they've been persuaded by you, they seem to, like, cozy up to you. Also, as a bit of a retcon, whenever they were walking back in Beak, they looked up and saw you and gave you smiled at you, sort of in amazement, as they walked in.
If I notice that, once we're done talking about putting people in the dirt, then I'll be like, "This is Beak, our bird friend."
Are you still sitting on the roof? Or are you coming in ever?
I was just hanging out there until someone comes out.
Okay.
I assume they're all just sleeping in.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he says, "Is nice talking to you. Did you know there's a bird on the roof outside?"
Yes, that's Beak. He's in our group. That's probably why we keep running into him. Between Beak and older white Seraph over here.
He likes to be a lookout.
Well, he's
Usually he's not a giant bird man.
never seen one of those.
Sometimes I wish I had never seen one of those.
He's like, all right, well,
Repeats itself.
He's got like 5 things he can say, and it's all he says. It makes it hard.
okay. So he goes, "Well, it was nice talking to you. Hope to hear from you again soon. I got to go back to work."
Indeed. Okay.
And he heads out. As he heads out, he looks up at you, Beak, and he goes, "Hey, Beak!" He waves at you.
I wave back.
It's like,
And I say, "Hey, Beak."
it's like the nicest
In his
town
own
ever.
voice. He says it in his own voice
Yeah,
back
it's
to
in his
him.
voice.
He
Right.
goes, "Oh, okay."
Okay.
So I guess we spend the rest of the evening here, and the next day we head out to the capital. I'm
suppose.
asking the Seraph and Dunn at this point.
Yes, I suppose that is the plan. We stay here for the night. You know, drop another 2 silver on the innkeeper, and then bounce out of here in the morning. Head towards the capital.
Okay.
La Capital.
Is anyone going to inform Beak of the plan?
We should sit there.
Yeah.
How'd that guy know my name? That was weird. All right.
Writing some notes.
Okay. Okay.
All right, I'll go out and I'll tell Beak. Hey, Beak,
Get off the roof.
get off the roof. What are you doing up there? You can't fly.
That's exactly
Beak
why
is
he's
sad.
up there. He looks sad.
Jumps down like a chicken. He can do the slow glide. He just can't fly.
Also, I shift into a spider and climb down that way.
He's smart enough to not jump off buildings, apparently.
I say, just jump and flap your wings.
He doesn't have wings. He has arms.
Yes, aren't they? Don't he have some feathers on his arms?
They're not.
Arms.
There's yeah. They're like feathered, but they're just arms. They're not wings at all.
Oh wow, rough life. Bird man with no wings. All the negatives of being a bird without any of the positives. What are you called? Kinku?
Kenku. Yep.
Kenku.
Kinku.
All right. So you guys hang out in the inn. The innkeeper seems to be even more nice to you guys now that he's talked to three of you, and he's particularly interested in Beak as you come in after he gets you. Do you go downstairs?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah. I once he comes, I climb down and.
Yeah,
I'll come
no
in.
joke. Look at those
Okay.
things. You don't have almost any feathers at all.
As you come in, the innkeeper's like, "Oh, well, look at you! This is you were on the
I
roof
say that right back to him. Oh, look at you!
because you were on the roof, huh?
Aye.
When did you get up there?"
I'm not sure about this.
He does it everywhere we go.
Good night.
Oh, okay. Good night.
He can only speak words that he hears from other people. He can
Oh,
only mimic.
interesting. Well, it was nice
Makes
to
it
meet
very
you,
hard
Beak.
to communicate.
He says, "Well, it was nice to meet you, Beak."
Nice to
Yeah,
meet you,
they-
Beak.
Here you go, dog. Look at this, like, super dapper. Do you always look like a crow? This one looks like a robin or something.
Yeah, it's supposed to be all black. Mostly
Oh,
black.
this is a parrot kinku.
Hmm.
That's kind of interesting.
All right. So, you guys spend the rest of the night there?
Yep.
Okay.
Rest of the day, because it's the morning.
Yep. Is there anything you'd like to look around at in Hasto, or are you just gonna hang out in the inn?
I don't think there's anything. If there's nothing, there's no like shops or anything. So like, there's no shops that we're interested in. I guess
Yeah, it's all very simple stuff.
no music shop.
Music shop.
So I can trade out my giant instrument for something a little more manageable. I want to play. I want to play. Whilst my lute doth gently weep.
Is there a like a general store or a blacksmith around?
There's both. Yeah.
I'm gonna go up to Brazil and start tugging on his handy haversack.
Okay, I go ahead and I dump out the I pull out all the weapons and stuff that we put in there.
I'm gonna leave the military swords. I'm gonna pull out the shield, the helmet, and that's all that's in there. I guess. I guess I had the shield still, so this. Oh, just gonna grab the helmet out of there, and the breastplate. I'm gonna run to the blacksmith.
What all are you grabbing out of it?
The only thing that was in there, I'm leaving. The only thing that was in there was the helmet.
You're
Breastplate, I thought.
leaving the helmet, you said?
I'm bringing the helmet. I'm leaving the swords.
Okay, so you're only bringing the helmet?
Helmet, shield, breastplate.
Helmet, shield, breastplate. Okay.
The things that aren't marked. As
Didn't we decide that the breastplate wouldn't fit in there?
Yeah, because I'm just
Oh,
walking
yeah.
around.
There's like some.
But he still has the breastplate. Oh, no, he's carrying that.
Okay.
These things, the kinku can look like wildly different. If any of this artworks to go on.
According to the D&D page, I pulled up there. They're mostly black.
Okay.
Because I was gonna do like a blue jay looking one, but it didn't seem.
I don't
to
think there's anything
work.
stopping you from doing that.
See, I'm trying to find
This is how I pictured Michael's character. Something like that. That's in my mind. That's what I was picturing.
Okay. All right, we
All right, I'm good to
are
go.
back. Okay, so Beak, after not much time, you find
Even
the
here. Hey ho.
the blacksmith.
Okay. I've got my 3 things, and I just walk in.
Did anyone go with Beak? Guess
I
not.
got a fancy
All right.
coffee. Oh, I can't hear anyone.
You hear us now?
I
Guess
think
not.
Dunce was gonna go do the talking for him, right?
I don't know.
Did you just call him Dunce?
Dunce.
The Dunce was gonna do the talking.
Can you hear us now?
Yeah.
Okay, I was asking, did anybody go with Beak?
I didn't wait for anyone. I just walked, so if they
Yeah.
followed.
Yeah, I didn't go with Beak.
All right.
So I'll just set my the things up on the counter, and I say, sell.
Okay. So right as you walk in, he just tink, tink. And he's like doing his thing, and you plop your stuff down, and he looks up, and he goes, "Be with you in just a minute." And he looks back at you and goes, "Hello."
They're like ultra nice in this town. They're not like.
Welcome.
What? Where'd you come from?
Sell.
All right. Let's see. You see, you brought the breastplate, the shield, and the
And the helmet.
helmet.
Why don't you use the shield?
Probably not proficient.
I'm a
That'd be
druid,
nice.
first off, and I'm not going to use anything like that. But
You can use a shield as a druid.
So he looks it over, and he looks at the shield. He's like, "All right." He sets it aside. And he picks up the helmet. He's like, "That's not bad." He looks at the breastplate. He's like, "Oh, this is really nice." So well, I can give you what?
nice.
Oh, all right. Let's see. The shield I can give you about 3 gold for. The helm I can probably give you about 25, and the breastplate. How about 200 for all of it? That'd do.
Aye.
All right. Hold on 1 second.
Pull out my bag, open it up, make it big.
Hold on a second. And he goes back behind the thing and hears like some heavy metal things being moved around. He comes back out and gives you, what is it, 20? Yeah, 20 platinum pieces.
Beak smiles,
Making it big.
make it big.
If you
Since
want
he's
true
up his
resurrection, you're gonna have to make it big.
He goes, can I get your name, sir?
Okay, Beak.
Beak. Beak is your name.
Beak is your name.
All right. Well, nice to meet you, Beak. Have a good day.
Have a good day. I walk out.
What a strange person.
One of these days, I'll find that mystery magic item that lets me talk normal.
That's what we're really looking for. It's not true. It's a beak translator. Is there a magic item that exists like that?
Nope. That's the whole thing with the Kenkus. Their entire race was cursed.
There has to be a way to bypass it.
I mean, sure there is. I can just
A
make
cure.
something up.
There's
But this is
Yeah,
way more
there's
fun
one.
for me.
a cure to the curse. Like curses have a cure, right?
Apparently not this one because it can't be. It says it can't be removed by things like remove curse. So, anyway, you take your 20 platinum pieces.
Yeah.
Head back to the inn.
Do you say made it big?
Nope.
True resurrection costs 25,000 gold.
But
in
when it
diamonds.
comes to money, Beak, don't say nothing.
He's like, I got no money for any of that. It's weird.
I just come in and I'll go sit with the party.
Okay. All right. Is anyone doing anything else before heading out the next morning?
No.
Okay.
Just
Alright.
seeing if Michael would mute his mic before he started chomping on that shit.
All right. So you guys go to bed. Wake up the next morning. If you want breakfast, it's a silver per meal. The innkeeper's happy to
More
see
than
you.
happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then you guys.
I need 3 meals and a bag of bird seed.
You guys start heading out towards Damor. As you are you guys looking for anything on the road on your way or no?
Oh, we're walking? We can't get a boat?
The boat, the river doesn't go all the way to Damor.
Plus, it's pretty close.
Okay.
Yeah, it's about a day's walk.
Okay, Beak.
All right. So you guys are walking that way, and as you get closer to the capital, you start to smell the sea air. Smells nice, and then you get a little bit closer to the town, and the smell starts to turn a little bit because you're entering where people live. But as you enter the city on the northeast road in, you see there's like orange and gray like banners hung in a lot of the places of the town, like advertising for a fall festival that's happening.
Okay.
As you guys go through there, there's kind of realize as you get there, this town is sort of split up into 4 quarters: northwest, northeast, southeast, southwest, and in the middle is a big keep.
Okay.
So you guys enter from the northeast side, and what you see around you is it's like a lot of shops, inns, things like that, things that travelers would use. Are you looking to explore more of the city, or are you just gonna walk around looking for anything specific?
Yeah, we're looking for the Brotherhood of Men Museum of History.
All right, this away.
On a detailed history of everyone who's ever been in.
There are a lot of people in this town. So, Beak, are you walking in as a bird?
Yeah, I'm confident now.
Okay. So some of the people, not a whole lot, but some of them are giving you sort of the stink eye. But a larger percentage are sort of looking at you in awe. You can see some like children running by, like stop in their mid run and look at you and like, oh wow,
It's a bad pet.
it's a bird person. Yeah, you guys are walking through the town.
Bird person with a bird on his shoulder.
That's right.
Double bird. Birdception.
Where are you walking? What are you looking for?
God.
Are you? I mean, you can follow. There's like the banners and stuff sort of lead the way to where this festival is happening. You can go that way. You could go just
Yeah, sure.
off on your own.
You know,
you can.
Festival? Sounds like my kind of thing.
Okay,
Let's
so
go
you
to the
guys follow the sort of banners. You go through the southeast side of town, which is pretty fancy. It's like that's where all the really nice places are. There's sort of around where the border would be between the northeast and southeast is what looks like one of the fancier inns. You notice a bunch of nicer shops once you get to the northeast corner, and then it sort of wraps around the banners sort of wrap around to the Canal District, which is on the southwest corner, which smells a little worse because there's a lot of different canals and a lot of stagnant water. It's not terrible because the ocean is right there, which is kind of helping to clear it, but you can definitely tell a difference between the smell of the canals and this, like the sea air you smelled as you were coming in.
Okay.
So, as you get there, you see there's like tons of like kids running around. There's just running through the streets where there's like a couple blocks full of these like banners and stuff and activity happening. There's games. There's a mallet strike, where you see people are like taking a mallet and hitting a lever that has a pellet on it that goes up to hit a bell. Everyone keeps like walking up and like throwing copper, giving copper to the person who then puts some of the copper into a pan, and then they try it. And if they don't hit it, they like move on to the next person. There's a shoot the target game, which is a similar deal. They put like give some copper away. They put some of it into a pan, and then there's like 3 different targets you can hit with a bow and arrow, or you can win different prizes. You see one. Go ahead.
I think Sarah should go over there and hit the bell.
I see the bell one, and I walk up to it. I'm gonna go.
Okay.
I'll go over there.
There's a barker out there. Make the pellet hit the bell. Step right up. 5 copper to try.
I say make it big, and I point at the big bag of money.
You hit the bell, you win the pan.
How much is in there?
Make a perception check.
See if it's worth my while.
19.
Looks like probably around over 30 copper.
Okay. I'm going to walk up, and I'll in my bird hand. I'll grab the mallet.
He goes 5
Ready to
copper,
swing
5 copper.
Oh. So I give him the baggie, and I give him the 5 copper. Toss it in the pouch.
He takes 3 of the copper, puts it in the pan, puts the other 2 copper back into the stash.
I do it all over again.
Okay.
Get the mallet. I bring it back.
Good. Make a strength check.
As a bonus action, I shift into a grizzly bear
Oh.
and then slam the mallet down.
Okay.
Is it strength check?
Yeah, strength check.
+4. Oh,
See, you turn into it and goes, hey, whoa now, no cheating, no cheating. And as you slam it down, you sort of miss the part of it, like you don't hit it quite square, and it just goes ching tunk and comes back down.
you let out a big growl.
Take it easy, fella, take it easy. No cheating, though, no cheating. Tell you what, I'll give you another one for free if you aren't a bear.
I hand it over to Seraph. I'm staying the bear from now.
I'll give it a go.
5 copper, 5 copper.
Oh,
You turn into a
hand it over.
polar bear.
I don't know what challenge rating that is.
That'd be awesome.
I don't think I've ever seen a polar bear though, so I'm not sure I can do that.
Go ahead and make a strength check.
Challenge rating 2.
Pulls it up. This hit and goes tink. Nice try, nice try. Anyone else? 5 copper.
One.
I'll do it.
Step
My
right
minus
up,
one
5
strength.
copper.
Yeah, sure. Better than anyone else.
You hit it and it goes up about like halfway and it comes back down. It's like, good try, good try.
What are you doing, Seraph? I know you're stronger than me. I got string beans for arms.
It's like, anyone else? Step right up. And he's just looking around.
Can
Like
I punch it instead of using the hammer?
If you want to punch it, buddy, you go ahead. 5 copper.
I'll hand him 5 copper.
Okay. I'll let you like use a agility check to do it this way.
So like a dex.
Yeah.
20.
So you come up to it and just slam your fist down onto it. It goes, ting! And he looks at you and he goes, well, I didn't think that was gonna work. Big winner, everyone! And he gives you he like puts the pan out for to tip it into whatever you want to hold it.
Beak.
Yeah, I'll give it
It's
to
like
Beak.
a worthless amount of money.
Beak's a bear right now. He's got his,
Just toss it at Beak. Pick
big
it up.
paws hanging out.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
So yeah, he dumps all the copper out for you into your whatever sack or hands or whatever, and you get 46 copper pieces.
Hot dig. You can almost buy a quarter of a room.
Hey, that's
46.
more. He can buy 2 rooms.
Oh wait, how much is
It's 10 copper.
It's 10.
Yeah,
Oh,
10
it's
copper.
10 copper. Okay. I was thinking of up a little higher, I guess.
So as you're walking away, he takes some of the copper from the bag in the back and puts some of it into the pan to get it started again. He's like, all right, step right up. This man just punched it and did it. Everyone can do it. So they got that
What other
started
games
back
we
up.
got?
There's a shoot the target game, like I said. There's with a longbow where you got to hit a target, and it's like if there's 3 rings. If you hit the outside ring, you win an apple. If you hit the middle ring, you win. There's like these simple wooden dolls, and if you hit the bullseye, you win the money from the pan. And then it says that he says you can take another shot if you hit the bullseye to split the arrow challenge, and if you can split the arrow, then let's see, what is that? You win the other coin stack, and there's a coin stack behind the little shelf thing. So not only do you get what's in the pan, but you get the coin stack back there, and it looks like you can look back there and it's like 4 gold pieces.
Did you say there was a darts one?
Just that's the shoot the target with the bow. There's also a guy off to the side going, find the lady, and he's got some cards, and they're like bent into like a sort of a house shape, and he's like shuffling them around. There's 3 cards on the table, and he's like, find the lady, and people are coming up and basically placing bets to try to find it. There's like 1 queen and 2 jacks. There's a ball toss. There's a guy going, come toss balls into the basket. Easiest thing ever. And you just got to toss a ball into the basket, in which case you can win either one of those simple wooden dolls or an apple. And then there's a guy walking around passing out these flyers like, it's a food eating contest tomorrow afternoon. And do you guys take one of the flyers?
Yeah, sure. I'll take a flyer.
Okay, so it says that there's a big food eating contest tomorrow at 4 p.m. The entry fee is 5 silver, and whoever wins, who's the last person standing, basically, after they take turns eating 1 round at a time, meat and bread, and whoever's the last person that doesn't throw up or leave gets 5 gold and a tour of the keep for the winner and 2 guests.
Ooh, let's do that.
Con check, is that what that is?
Maybe.
Let's do that. I'm gonna do the find the lady.
Okay.
Let's find the lady.
Find the lady. Find the lady. So you walk over and you're probably watching a guy and he's over there like shuffling back and forth, like doing this thing. You pick up a card and move him around.
Is there room for me to walk up there too?
Yeah, there's like a you can stand above everyone and look down.
Wait. Find the lady is like balls in a cup kind of thing?
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah.
Or like a 3-card Monty kind of thing?
Yes.
I want to smell the cards.
I don't think they're gonna let you get that close. It was like, whoa, grizzly bear, hey, grizzly bear. But you start to see guards starting to move over, and they're like trying to
I'll back
move
up
your
a
way.
bit.
Like they're still moving your way because you're a grizzly bear in the middle of town. They come up to you and they're like, "Easy there, fella. We're just gonna try to corral you outside."
Where's my party at?
I'm not helping you, dude. This is a big town.
Sorry, he's not really a grizzly bear.
He's a nice bear.
He's just a kinku.
He doesn't look like a kinku. He looks like a grizzly bear.
He was trying to win the hammer game.
Oh, could you maybe not be a grizzly bear right now? You're frightening people.
I'm gonna elbow him just like a small little elbow. Stop being a
I'll
bear.
stand up on my hind legs and let out a big grizzly bear growl.
They sort of back up and like reach for swords. They don't pull
I'll
them.
shift back into my Kenku form.
They take their hands off the swords. All right, thank you. Have a good day, and they just keep walking.
Shifts back.
Damn it!
We could guaranteed win the lady game. I could stand 30 feet away and cast minor illusion.
All right, so
Nothing like a good bit of cheating.
I was trying to smell him because I have advantage on smell checks. I could smell the lady. I'm sure it smells different.
oh yeah, definitely. It's not like he's been touching them all the same. All right, so it says, find the lady, and like the person in front of you puts down a. It's like, you can bet anything from 1 to 5 copper. The guy puts down a copper. Goes, find the lady, and he puts him down. He goes, which one? And he like points, and he picks it up, and it's like, oh, too bad. And he's like, find the lady.
It's because he's like swiping
I'll put down 5 copper, and I'm gonna watch everything intently.
Okay, make a perception check.
Dow.
While he's
All right.
making that perception check, can I use like a sleight of hand check to maybe see if it's a rigged game?
Well, that would be a perception check.
But you would be using your knowledge of sleight of hand.
Yeah, but you're still looking at their perception.
Yeah.
You're still looking with your eyes. You're not using your own sleight of hand to see if they're sleight of handing.
I know, but if you're trained in sleight of hand, you would be able to see it easier, right?
Maybe. I don't know. But
they did a whole TV show based on that.
It's a perception check. So you guys are going,
Okay.
find the lady. You lose it while he's doing it, as you are not able to keep up with him on that one. So you can pick any card of the 1, 2, or 3.
2.
2. He pulls up 2. Oh, too bad. It's a jack.
One
puts
more
it back.
time. Another
Find
5
the lady.
copper.
All right. Roll another perception check.
Dow.
Can't roll good.
So he goes, find the
Minor
lady.
illusion.
He
Wow.
goes, he puts him down. He goes, pick a card. Where's the lady? You did not keep
One.
up with him again. 1. Picks it up. Oh, too bad. Step right up. Next person. Find the lady. Easy as pie.
Have Wing keep an eye on it.
We know that. We know that. Now
I'll step up.
Now we're learning Seraph's true weakness.
Gambling. Anyone
Man of
else?
the
Anyone
Lord.
else? Come find the lady.
Yeah, I'll step up.
All right.
All right, beat goes.
Place your wager. 1 to 5 copper.
I take out 1 copper and I put it in the pot.
Okay. Go ahead and make a perception check.
There we go. Watching it good this time.
21.
All right. So he starts doing it. Find the lady. Find the lady. And his sleight of hand is very good. You end up losing it.
Oh,
Yeah,
21.
this is a contested roll versus his sleight of hand. Your perception versus his sleight of hand. So, you can pick any card, but you aren't sure which one it is.
1.
1. He puts it up. Too bad. Find the lady. Find the lady. Anyone else?
I'm throwing in another 5.
Your tusks are dirty and your
Hey.
boar mom never let you. Step away.
Before Seraph does it again, I pull out a pair of glasses and tell him put these on.
I think that helps with investigation, not perception.
And no, it's
Oh, is it
just-
perception? I think it's investigation only.
Oh, maybe it is investigate. Let me read it.
This is a pretty busy area, right?
Yeah, lots of people walking around.
Yeah, it is just investigation.
All right, and go ahead and make a perception check.
There we go. 18.
All right, so he's like, find the lady, and this time you actually do beat him in the roll. So you notice you keep your eye on the lady the whole time, and as you put it down, it's in the 3 spot. He goes, pick a card.
3.
Picks it up. Oh, you found the lady, and he gives you 10 copper, and he's like, look here, everyone, we got a winner. Easy enough to find the lady. Anyone else? You want to go again, sir?
He spent like 15 and got 10.
Yeah.
No, I won.
Perfect gambling.
No, I won. Down 5 copper. I won.
I am the winner.
Don't tell anybody how much money you spent. Just what you want. Don't
I won $1,000 the other day. How much you spent? Don't worry about it.
So he just keeps going, anyone else? Find the lady, as you guys are moving off or whatever.
I could have insulted him and it would have thrown off his check.
I'm gonna go try the bow one.
Okay.
I'm gonna do them all.
There's a
like
guy over there
being
going, step right up, hit the target, hit the target. Let's see, it is 5 copper for 2 arrows.
All right, I'll do it.
Okay, so he takes your 5 copper, you see him put 3 of it in the pan and put 2 of it back. And you have 2 arrows, so make 2 bow attacks.
So just like Dex.
Yeah, if you're not proficient with it, then just dex.
Okay.
It's like is it a short bow?
It's a long bow.
Sad day.
12 on the first one.
12. Stink, and it sticks into the outside ring. It's like, all right, there, that man wins an apple. Take your second shot, sir.
Dink.
The second one
9.
just barely off, misses the target. He goes, there you say, apple. Have a good day. Anyone else? Step right up.
If we're not
I want
proficient,
an
we still get
apple.
our proficiency bonus, right? We still get the dex bonus.
If you're not proficient, you still get dex. Yeah.
Okay, I'll step
What
up.
am I-
Okay. He's like, step right up. 5 copper for 2 arrows.
Okay, I put my 5 copper down.
All right, he puts another 3 into the thing and 2 back, and puts 2 arrows down and hands you the longbow. Hello, good sir.
Arrows
Stink.
twice.
Yep, the first one poof, hits the outside ring. Goes, all right, there's another apple winner right there.
Boo.
And another apple as it hits the other side, but it's still in the outside ring. So you won 2 apples. He hands him 2
I eat both
apples.
my apples.
They're pretty good apples. Nice and crisp.
You have a +4 dex? No wonder you got a pretty good
Anyone
shot.
else? Step right up. Shoot the target.
I'm not one for Carney games because I have bad dex.
And BQ do notice
Draw.
the 4 gold coin stack that's behind him for splitting the arrow.
Druzill's just kind of walking around thoroughly bored with this.
I'll shoot the bow, I guess.
Okay.
I'll embarrass myself.
All right. Step right up. 2 arrows. Put your 5 copper down. Whoa! Stung right into the bull. He's like, "All right, right. We have a bull right here." And he's like, so he brings out the pan. He goes, "Here you go, sir." And it had, how much was it in that one? 66 copper in there. And he goes, "All right, second arrow. If you can split that, if you can split the arrow, you get the big coin stack. Let's see it, sir."
All right. Nope.
Completely misses the target. Good try. You got the bull once, though. Step right up. Step right up.
I should have just given up while I was ahead.
Hey, you
Cast
got.
minor illusion right as I let it go. Take the gold, walk away.
So you guys just walking around the canal district now, or anyone want to play any more of the games?
Was
that's
there
it,
one?
right?
There was one more, right?
It's the food eating contest. Is
Oh,
the
that's
last one.
tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
All right, we'll do that tomorrow.
We're gonna come back for that food eating contest.
I like games.
All right, so you guys are walking around the canal district. You can see the docks from where you are, and the boats coming in. Everyone, make a perception check for me.
17.
Ooh.
Hey, 23. That means I rolled a crit.
All right, so Dutton, you're the only one that sees this. Off on, like, looks to be climbing off the sides of one of the boats. Is, you can't really quite tell what it is, but it's it's like human size, but it looks to be all black and furry, has a tail, and it's sort of looking around, and it appears to see, it's like looking at everything, and it sort of sees Beak, and it starts running towards you guys. You doing anything?
He's running straight at us.
He's running towards you. It doesn't look. Make a.
Are we in a populated area? Like, is this
Yeah,
like,
there's a lot of people around.
Okay.
Sleep. No.
He doesn't look like he doesn't have any weapons drawn or anything, but he is running quickly towards you.
I'll wait until he gets a little closer,
All
and
right.
then I'll.
He's sprinting. It looks like he's sprinting right towards Beak, and he gets up to Beak, puts his hands on him, he says, "Help me!" And right as he does that, you start seeing some.
What is he?
He is. It's like a large cat. It's a tabaxi, but none of your characters have ever seen or even heard of a tabaxi.
Oh, it's a cat person.
Yeah, it's a cat person.
I know what a cat person is. Joe is a cat person.
So, as he starts running to you and puts his hand and says, "Help me," the some guards, some Empire guards, start coming off the ship and sort of trotting over in your direction.
I cast
They see him?
Cast Without Trace,
Okay.
and
Let's get around the building.
I say, "Let's go, you pack of crazy people," and I start walking off into an alley.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go.
Make a stealth check.
And then, so we're gonna do that, and then as we like round a corner where we can't be seen anymore, 27 stealth. I'm gonna cast a minor illusion to make it look like
Oh,
that
wow.
thing ran off into the crowd towards the carnival.
Okay.
Plus 10 to your rolls, and his roll too. Give it. I put it on him.
Okay.
27 stealth for me.
Ugh, he rolled poorly. Okay, so there's like 4 guards that came off the boat that are sort of starting to trot down and run faster as they see him start to get away. They see it split basically. They see one go one way and one go the other way because he did not roll very well on his stealth check.
Yeah.
So the guards sort of split. 2 go follow the illusion and 2 follow you guys. And as you turn around a corner, there is a human woman comes out from the other side and says, "Come with me." She's about probably 5'8". Yeah, she I mean, he rolled a 4 on his stealth check. So
He's a cat person. Isn't he?
14 still.
Huh?
14
That's
still.
14.
Yeah, it is, but they had some decent perception.
As
Anyways,
bad as Seraph's.
This lady pops out and she's about 5'6". She's got short hair that goes down just to her like chin, sort of like a bob, dark brown hair. She goes, "I can help you. Come with me."
Oh no, it's a trap.
Alright,
Alright.
can I like? Is she trustworthy?
Make an insight check.
Insight?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
She seems like she genuinely wants to help you. Or not maybe you, but the Tabaxi, and you actually, because she hasn't seen a bird person, so.
All right, I'll follow her.
Okay,
Stick with I gotta stick within 30 feet. Everyone within 30 feet of me, so I'll stick with the party.
okay.
But-
What's party doing?
We're going in. I guess
Following.
yeah.
Okay,
We're sneaking in there.
so she leads you through like some different alleys and stuff. And
I passed that traces with last an hour. I don't think I can't change it after the fact. So she doesn't have it, but we all still have it.
okay, she gets a bit of an advantage because she knows the streets pretty well, so she thinks she's going to be fine. You seem to have lost the other guards, but she's still taking you. Yeah, you haven't seen the other guards in a few minutes. She's still taking you through these alleyways. She ducks into a building. She goes, "We'll be safe in here."
All right, fantastic.
And as she gets in there, she goes, "Where are you two from?" Looking at Beak and this new guy.
What's he say?
Oh, I gotta find his name. Hold on.
Yeah, I posted a picture of what bird person looks like.
I saw it.
I mean, Seraph usually speaks up for Beak in this instance, so.
No, dude, he's gotta learn to. He's gotta get enough words in him to.
I'm
Talk
letting this
himself
cat
out of
first
stuff.
talk first, though.
Yeah.
Where-
The
Write it
cat version
down.
doesn't know what he's saying either.
I wrote this all down, but I seem to have lost it.
That's the problem with planning ahead, brother.
It's the problem with my notes being so everywhere.
Should label them things.
They're somewhat labeled, but they're kind of all over. Okay, well, he says, I come from a land to the south. They've
Comes from a land down under.
You people have come there and enslaved my people.
Yeah, pretty normal.
I say, these are my friends. I point back at the people with me.
He looks at you and he goes, "You trust them?"
Aye.
He goes, no, I just follow him around everywhere.
So he says,
Who are you?
"Crap, I still can't find his name." He says,
Felix.
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 Spot.
Boots. Puss in Boots. My name is Puss in Boots.
Oh, hold on. Oh, I know how to find it. Use the find thing.
Antonio Banderas.
Whiskers.
Whiskers. Squanchy.
Ah, there we go. He says, "My name is Midnight." And he is
Oh, that's a cat name.
he's just completely like his fur is all very black, like jet black.
They got my wife Whiskers. Oh God.
Because my name is
I.
Starless Midnight. You can call me Midnight.
Oh come on.
That's Tabaxi names. I looked it up and everything. I was like, oh, okay.
Really?
Anyway.
They're all named like cats, like house cats.
Well, not necessarily like house cats, but like nouns, like regular nouns that they take it for names.
Okay, gotcha.
I'm laughing and my name's Beak, so.
But it's not spelled E-A-K.
It's alright,
So
I
yeah,
was
he
clever with it.
says
I was more toddler with it.
this woman that
There's
you've met,
Susan sneaking into the background.
this woman that you met just seems like in awe of Beak and Midnight. And she's just like looking him over, and Midnight says, the people in the uniforms, they've come to my homeland to enslave my people to mine and to go into the mines and work.
You guys get caught. You're all cat people. You're so fast and agile.
Do you know what they're looking for?
They bring metal out of the mine. It's a very
Mining for catnip. For
How far away is your homeland?
It was many days on the boat.
Were you a stowaway or did they capture you?
They did not know I was there.
You must be hungry.
I got a few things stolen off the ship, but yes.
Well, let's
I
get
rustle
somewhere
iron
and
got him a good berry.
He looks at it and grabs it and eats it. Oh, thank you, thank you.
Okay, beak.
Okay, beak. That should feed him for a whole day.
And then the lady, she says, I'm Rania. Who are the rest of you?
I'm done.
Okay, beak.
That's
This is
beak.
done. This is Druzil.
I'm Seraph.
Nice
Beak
to
didn't
meet you
wanna
all. What
introduce you.
I don't have you in my note. I'll add you in. I'm Seraph.
do you all know each other?
These are my friends.
Yeah, he already said that.
She's like pointing at midnight and the rest of you because she has never seen a
Oh.
tabaxi either.
No.
No, we
No.
don't know. We don't know Midnight.
How can
But
we?
know he is a good boy.
Good kitty.
You must tell him that he is a good cat and a pretty cat.
And he meows, meows, meows. meow, meow, meow.
So she looks at him and says, "How can we help you, Midnight?" And he says, I just came here to see what answers I could find, to see if there was any answers on the boat. I have never seen anyone like you until they came.
You tell me there's a land somewhere that has nobody in it but cat people.
I say, like you. And I point to myself.
Well, it used to have cat people. They're all missing now.
Well, they're not missing. They're still there. They're just
The only thing I can think of right now is I thought a putty cat. 'Cause he's a king kid.
What did you say, Beak?
I repeated him and pointed to myself. Is he talking to me? I'm asking.
He looks at you and says, no, like them.
I say, I don't like those derogatory marks you're making. I think you're assuming what kind of person I am. Listen, we're not bad people, and it couldn't have been like them. Wait, is Druzil's human?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Druzil's human, and you appear human, and Seraph pretty
Yes,
much
I
appears
know,
human.
yeah. Well, listen, we don't have any problem with cats. I have a problem with the movie, not the people.
Just make sure you use your litter box.
Extra clump.
What you get for bringing a tabaxi in? Could have been an elf. It could have been a gnome.
Could have been anything. It's a tabaxi. I need him to have a weird accent.
I'm pretty sure all cats have a French accent.
Oh, hello.
Oh, oui, they came to my home. They stole my stuff. Stupid Empire people. He's got one of those cigarettes on a stick. And a beret. He goes, I haven't eaten anything for days. And he pulls out his pack and he's got like an espresso maker.
So, do we want to try to help him find his people that are being kidnapped?
What? No, that would be a hell of a detour, Druzil.
It could lead to the Brotherhood of Men. It might be tied.
I could.
Are you saying this out
In
loud?
helping people.
Yes, I'm talking to them. This is what I'm saying to them.
Rania looks at you and goes, Brotherhood of Men?
Yes, Brotherhood of Men.
Let's kill him.
Let's kill him.
And I look at her and say, "What do you know of the Brotherhood of Men?"
Make a persuasion check.
For asking a question.
Yep.
When I see him go, "Whoa, what do you know about the Brotherhood of Men?" I go, "What do you know about that?"
Do you?
Yeah. And I'll roll my own persuasion check. I saw
She
that
goes-
coming.
I'm not sure I can trust you all.
What do you know of the Brotherhood of Men?
That's
22 persuasion.
I'll allow the persuasion roll if you like say something other than the exact same thing that Drusilla just said.
I said it more suavely.
Oh,
He said it like Antonio Banderas.
Yeah. I say, listen, you have no reason to not trust us. What do you know? I could roll an intimidation, or I'll kill you. No, I'm just kidding.
she says, okay.
We just helped this cat person. We're obviously not in cahoots with him or anything.
Says that does make sense. The Brotherhood is I'm trying to find out more about them. My name is Rania. Like I said earlier, my nephew was kidnapped a while back.
Did she say that earlier?
She said her name was Rania.
Oh, okay. I was like, she said something about her cousin?
No. She says, I'm in a group, we call ourselves the Resistance, but really all it is a place to vent your feelings about how the Brotherhood of Men suck.
Well, maybe
It's
with
AA,
our help you can.
Brotherhood of Men.
She says, my nephew was kidnapped a few months ago, and all my investigation has led to the Brotherhood of Men, but it doesn't make sense to me why they would take him. He says he was human.
Was he a magic?
Was he able to
did he
use
know any magic at
Wow,
all?
that was all at once.
She says, I don't know. My cousin, my nephew's name was Perrin. He lived in R'lyeh. My
We know
sister sent me a letter saying he was. You know that
Perrin.
We know
name.
Perrin. We know Perrin.
Perrin.
Where is he?
I met his. He was taken.
Congratulations. She knew that.
Sometimes
He was
people go
taken by the
missing.
Brotherhood. He was magic. He had magic.
He
What does
had
that have to do with the
magic.
Brotherhood?
That's all they do.
Let's kill him.
The Brotherhood
It seems
hates
seems
people that aren't human,
have
but
you,
I don't.
Have you heard about what happened at R'lyeh?
Yes, it was very saddening. I lost my sister and some other nieces and nephews, but I had held out hope that maybe Perrin might be alive since he was kidnapped before the explosion.
You know, it seems that the Brotherhood of Men are capturing young magic users and giving them to the, from what we have found, giving them to the Empire. And they have some sort of device that's able to suck their life force out, and that's what they use to create the blast that destroyed R'lyeh.
She sort of looks, as you were saying that, she's like, you start to see her like the gears starting to turn in her head, but then as you say that last bit, she looks at you and her expression fades. So it's unlikely Perrin is still alive then.
I don't
We
know.
don't know that.
We
to
don't
be
know
sure.
if it's taking all their life force, or maybe that's why they're having so many, because they want to be able to use it multiple times. I don't know.
What bit of investigation I've done, I think that the Brotherhood of Men have a presence in the keep, but I haven't figured out a way to get in there.
We know a great way.
Yeah. We just gotta win an eating contest.
Do you think you could do
It's like-
this?
Were you playing Monkey Island before this? This is-
This is a Monkey Island thing.
I think we have a shot.
Yeah, I think between all of us, we should be
And
able
if
to.
if that doesn't work, we can find another way.
That doesn't work. We can always kill him.
Well, it seems that a happy happenstance that I've run into you.
Happy
we're
happenstance.
looking for evidence too. Yeah, happy happenstance.
She looks over at midnight and she goes, "What do you propose we do?" She's like, "I don't know. I just came on the boat for information, and now I don't know what to do."
If you stick
Does
with
he
us,
say-
maybe you can find some more information.
What?
I was like, what? Stop right
I
there.
say he's a man who is a black cat who has no stealth abilities.
He's got decent stealth abilities. He just rolled really bad. He made it
Not
all
from
the
what
way
we've
here on a
seen.
boat without getting spotted.
He had a +10 and he got seen.
She says, "Well, for the time being, you can stay here until you decide what you want to do." He's like, "Thank you. I believe I will."
We'll even bring you a croissant.
Is it made of catnip?
Bring him a little
No.
saucer of milk.
Yeah. Shit, son. All right. Well, I guess our plan is to try to win an eating contest.
What a plan! All right.
Get me
Uh,
a drink.
Are you thirsty?
No, he just can't. He just can only say a few things.
Oh,
Happy happenstance.
oh, interesting.
Yeah, it would be interesting since it's an exact duplicate of her voice.
She's very interested. You take it that this is her house that you're in now. You've made your way. She took you over, like, you're on the border now of the southwest and northwest quadrants. The southwest, which is where the festival was, is where the docks are, and there's lots of canals that run through that area. Appears to be like sort of the middle class area, and then the northwest, what you could see of it as you were coming in, looks to be the poorer area of town, and she's like right on the border of the middle class and the poorer area
In
of
the
town.
poor town.
I want to go
How
try to
we-
find a shop that might sell a map of the town.
Okay, he just gets up and walks out to go look for a map. I ask her, how do we find the resistance, or you again?
Okay, she says, "Well, I live here. You can find me here. I'm either going to be here or I work at the magic shop on the southeast side of town.
Fantastic.
The
Happy
it's called
happenstance.
Wonders of the World. I'm the assistant there. There's a dwarf there that runs it.
Okay.
Hold on, his name is named Bryn.
Bryn.
If I'm not in one of those two places, I'm probably either investigating something myself or at a resistance meeting. The resistance meets at
At the community center.
The resistance
They-
meets in the back of Nature's Remedy, which is an herbalist shop in the northeast quadrant.
Were you watching Avatar: The Last Airbender before this?
No, he was playing Monkey Island.
I was
Oh,
doing
yeah,
neither
you're
of those things.
Actually, I watched Avatar: The Last Airbender today.
Not the movie, not the crappy
Oh.
movie.
I watched the movie today.
Yeah, that movie's god awful. Don't even get me started on that.
I actually liked it.
Travesty. Yeah, you liked it because you haven't seen the actual show. Anyways,
She says the woman who owns Nature's Remedy is named Meadow. She means well, but she's quite harmless.
okay, well, Meadow, and she owns
Would it
a-
be okay if we stay here tonight and get ready for the eating competition?
She looks around. She goes, "You're welcome to stay, but there's scarce little room with 5 more people in here, and it's a very small, little
We can go
like
to an inn.
apartment, basically."
Go to an inn. Plus, the cat will need to be able to sleep really close to someone and be really annoying and wake up at 2 a.m. You know, and-
So you can start purring really loudly.
He said it was a floral shop. Meadow of the floral shop.
Herbalist shop. It's called Nature's Remedy.
She's a hippie, no question. Meadow.
Yeah, no joke.
She doesn't have a flower in her hair. I'm leaving.
It's a weed shop. That's what it's a dispensary. Is what it is. Nature's Remedy, man.
Yeah.
We got
All
like
right.
this resistance thing in the back.
What are you guys gonna do? You going to look for an inn?
Yeah, we're gonna go look for an inn.
I want to look for a general shop on the way that might sell maps
Okay.
of the town.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So you guys make your way over there. You do find a shop. It'll cost you couple silver for a map of the town, which I will get you next week.
Because it's time to end.
Yep. So you guys make your way over to, there are 3 inns that you guys saw on your way in. The one's looks poorer, called the Harlequin and Chain. One looks like mid-level, called the Emperor and Flask. And then there's one that looks really nice, which was one on the border of the northeast and southeast corners, called the Witch's Shield.
Let's go to
I'm
the
a good
nice one.
medium man. Oh. I don't think Beak wants to spend the money either.
No,
I'll
no.
pay for the night.
Beak points up.
You want high class?
No, no.
Let's stay
He's
on the
like, I
roof.
don't care. I stay on the roof.
Can you do the sound as a bird?
Yeah, if you've heard
Oh,
it.
yeah,
Then... So you guys go into the nice inn?
Which one has a taller roof? That's what I'm looking for. That's the one I want.
Actually, probably the mid tier. The nicer inn is just 2 stories, but it's wider. The common inn is 2 stories, but it is a little bit taller because it's got what you
We'll go to
assume
the-
would be
we'll
an
go to
attic
the-
space.
We'll go to the mid-tier one.
You've been doing random weather. Like, is there a chance that he's up on the roof and he just gets downpoured on? By, like,
Which one are you guys going to?
We'll go to the mid-tier one.
Okay.
well, I'll go to the mid tier and Seraph can go to the extra fancy one.
Certainly
I'm
can.
going to the extra fancy schmancy one.
Okay, so the 3 of you go to the mid tier when there's a male dwarf in there. He's like, "Oh, welcome!" And he comes as you walk in. He sees a birdman. He's like, "Oh, I've never seen one of you kind.
I've never seen one of you kind.
Have you not?"
He's a unique little bird man that can
He goes, "Oh, well, my name's Harry. Nice to meet you."
Okay,
carry
Beak.
the dwarf.
Heri.
Hey, I'll tell you after.
His rooms are 2 silver per night, and a silver if you want a meal.
All right. Well, I'll take a meal and a room.
Yeah, I'll give him
Alright.
3 silver. Meal in a room.
All right, so for dinner, you guys get it. It's a nice,
It's been
Nice
a while.
meal.
Tell us what we're eating.
pretty good meal. It's not fancy. It's just like you get meat and you get some like assorted green vegetables.
I'll eat my vegetables, but not the meat.
Okay. They're seasoned quite well. Joe, as you
No,
walk
I don't
into
care how they're seasoned. I'm still not eating that meat.
oh, I was talking about the vegetables, but okay. You walk into
Trying to
the
lure me in.
into the Witch's Shield. There's a human male standing there. "Hello, can I help you?"
Yes, I was wondering if I could get a room for the night.
Of
Maybe
course.
something to eat.
Of course. It's 1 gold for the room, 5 silver for a meal.
Oh, bam.
And you see him sort of looking at you. Make an insight check.
Seraph's gonna die. I get murdered in the night. No one's gonna be there.
24.
You see him looking at your forehead, and he looks. You can't tell. He looks. From what you tell, it looks like he can't decide whether he's perturbed or not. As he looks at you, but he's
I'll look up at him and go, it's just a tattoo.
he goes,
What? That's
interesting. He goes, "Well, dining hall is over there, and the room's upstairs. Have a nice evening." And he brings
too.
he stays there, and as you go over to the dining hall, he bring you out food, and it's much nicer, like full size steak with potatoes and greens, with like garnishing, and it's plated very nicely. Tastes pretty good.
After I eat, I'll go up to the room and I'll lock the door. And I'm gonna,
What? Why?
I'm gonna meditate. I'm gonna meditate like very
Okay.
like I'm trying to talk to
Okay.
that being that comes to me.
Okay. Make a wisdom check.
15.
So normally when you meditate, or at least about like maybe a month ago or so before when you would meditate, you could sort of feel changes. like divine intervention type things, but you haven't felt it for the past month, and now that you're really trying, it's really pronounced that it certainly feels different. Something is missing.
God is missing.
And I haven't gotten one since I put that necklace on, right?
That
my mom gave me.
No, you got one since then.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah, so you guys all go to sleep. Everything seems fine. Wake up the next morning, and it's food contest day, and that's where we will stop for the night. So
Alrighty.
join us next week where we will have a food eating contest and see what else is going on in Damore. So let's see, we got on Friday late nights, we got another D&D stream on Nookrium's channel that we do. So maybe we'll see you there. If not, hope to see you back here next week around 7:30 Central. Until then, bye.
Bye.
See ya.